What is going on, everybody? This is B.Million here from Million Reflections Luxury Automotive Detailing out of Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Coming to you on the job today. I'm at a client's house. You've actually seen this vehicle before when I talked about McGuire Synthetic Express Spray Wax and how I do use it on certain vehicles and certain situations. Well, I've talked quite a bit about certain sealants and different products recently. I've talked about the hybrid ceramic wax and my thoughts about that. I've talked about the DPC products, and I've talked about some other ones as well. And I don't want you to think I have taken or put in this product down. I don't want you to think that I have completely stepped away from certain products. Most products that I talk about, most of them, not all of them, but most of them, I'm going to find a purpose in which I will use them. And so today we're going to go ahead and talk once again. I'm going to give you not a review, but kind of some of the situations and where I use it. P&S bead maker. Guys, I still use it. I still do enjoy it. I don't use it as much as I used to because, you know, the industry that we work in is an ever-expanding industry in which, you know, products are always coming on the scene, you know, with different SiO2 sprays and different spray sealants and whatnot. The industry is ever-expanding. And so, but there are still situations in where I do use this. I've talked about before how I will clean wheels off with whatever wheel cleaner I'm using, then I'll spray this on it and rinse it off. I've talked a bit about how I will do like a heavy wash on the car, and I'll use this as kind of like a spray and rinse off product. To me, it works fine that way. But with that being said, guys, I still use this even as a hand application product, depending on the scenarios and the situations. I'm fortunate to have shade today, so I can use Bead Maker. And this is one of those cars where I'm going to use it. I'm doing two cars today. I've already done one of them. It's a Ford Thunderbird, like an 05 or something like that. The clients, they just love their cars. They love older cars. This is like a 2000 GMC 1500. You know what I mean? Like, this thing is, it's old, but they like it. They call this vehicle the Beast. And they just want to keep up with it. So I see them about once every 2 to 3 weeks. And so I want to talk a little bit about this product. You know, you guys are probably very familiar with Bead Maker and what it actually provides and what it does. There are agents, hardening agents inside of Bead Maker, which allow it to bond to the surface of the panel, not just creating a wax protection, but actually a coated, bonded product, or a bonded layer of protection, however you want to say it. I've noticed this product actually is pretty resistant to the elements, and although it's not the longest lasting, it's a pretty consistent product when it comes to being applied. So for instance, if I apply it and I come back a couple months later, I'm still going to see some protection, and it's pretty consistent. You know, it's not as good as it was when I first applied it, but you know, with that being said, you do get a good amount of protection on this, and so it works good as a maintenance product. If you're seeing a car every couple weeks or even every month, you know, the first time, put a little bit more generous of a protection or generous layer on it, and after that, 2-3 sprays per panel, you know, and you'll be okay. And so in a situation like this, where I see the vehicle pretty routinely, you know, you've seen me apply this product if you watch my videos and you're subscribed to my channel, which, by the way, please subscribe to the channel. I'm coming out with some new content, and we're going to be doing a big series on detailing my brand new 2003 Pontiac Aztek. Oh, I love it, man. That thing runs awesome. But I'm going to show you actually just using it as kind of like a maintenance product and how you can use it that way. There is not much protection on it, but there is a little something on it from when I actually use the express wax on it, the synthetic express spray wax. Now, guys, I don't overthink the moment. I know that there being a little bit of protection on here of the X wax is going to get in the way of this, guys. I'm not a loser. Well, I might be a loser, but I'm not an idiot. Well, I might be an idiot, but I know something about detailing. And with that being said, guys, I'm just going to go ahead and kind of show you the ease of use in the right environments. So let's say I'm going to do 5 sprays. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pretty simple. I'm not going to spray anything on the towel. I'm just going to leave it as is and just work. I'm spreading all around the panel. All around. I'm going over the trim, the cowlings, and all of that. Now, it's not going to enhance the trim but it is going to protect it. And you know, it provides a good durable layer of protection on it. Is it really going to do much? Well, it adds some water resistance, so I think it does add some value in that aspect. So I've got it applied, and now the slickness is good. Now it does not feel like how it would normally feel if I douse the panel and put like 9 gallons of bead maker per square foot. You know what I mean? Like that's how a lot of people use it, and I'll do that sometimes. You know, if I'm doing like a wash clay wax, and the customer is not looking for like a 6-month protection, they're not looking for something humongous, they're just looking for something to get the job done. They just want their car clayed and they want it to be nice and waxed, and I'm gonna end up seeing them in a month or even a couple weeks or just whatever. You know, we negotiate according to that. I figure out what the demand of the client is or what their needs are, and then I fluctuate accordingly. I think that's very, very important in the detailing world, is being adaptable and being able to serve your client. Remember, guys, okay, I'm gonna say it like this. There's this thing going on in the detailing world that says that I am this god, I am this glamorous individual, and I'm a detailer. Look, I respect our industry, and I think that we as detailers need to be treated more than glorified car washes. But I'm gonna say something that a lot of people don't talk about in modern day society. We live in a very selfish age. We live in a day and age where people say it's all about me, all about me, all about me. I'm going on a rant because I just went through the situation a couple weeks ago, and actually I had a falling out with a client, and I'll talk about that in the future. I don't like talking about clients, but I think it actually does hold some value to the channel and provide some good information. But that being said, we live in a me age. Everything is me. We got our iPads, iPhones. Soon we're gonna have iCards. Everything is I, me, this and that. And let me tell you something, detailers or anybody in a hands-on industry where you are providing a service, you are in the service industry. You are there to serve your clients and meet their needs. Now you hold your standards, you have boundaries that you don't let people cross, because you are an individual, you are a human being. We are not the help, but we are here to serve others. We're here to make sure that when my client comes out and sees their vehicle and they just spent, whether it's $75 on a maintenance service, or they just dropped $500 in a full detail. Our job is to serve our clients to the best of our capabilities. Guys, detailers, people out there, even if you're not in a detail and you work in the restaurant industry, you work in hospitality and management, whatever it is, guys, look, you are there to serve your clients. Have some boundaries. Set up some boundaries in your life. Have them written down. I will not compromise this. I will not compromise that. I will not compromise certain areas. But with that being said, always remember, you are there to make sure that your customer is satisfied with the results of the service, and you're there to provide a good service. You want to build a rapport with your clients, okay? You don't want to be, you can be a rock star, be the rock star. If you're busting out ceramic coatings every single day, you're charging $2-3 grand every day for a ceramic coating, yo, you are a rock star. But when it all comes down to it, you still have to understand you are serving a need to your client. And I know we were supposed to, this video is supposed to be about detailing, but I've had this thing on my mind recently. People don't understand that we are there to serve. But also, we are there, we keep our boundaries, and we have our integrity as well. Always uphold your integrity. Always be, I'm gonna say this word, hopefully appropriately, righteous within your business. What I mean by righteous is, I mean always be wholesome, always be goodly, always provide a service and have a demeanor and an attitude that of a professional, because we are professionals. If we are there charging a service in the music industry, okay, so I'm a musician, I'm a drummer. I've been drumming for about 17 years, I think 18 years now. I've toured, I've played at festivals and all that stuff, and then I had a turn in direction, and here I am. But one thing that they said is a professional musician is someone that makes at least 28 grand a year. Now, if you're making 28 grand a year, it's time to think about some ways to get some more income. But if in the music industry you're making 28 grand a year and you're considered a professional, In the detailing industry, I'm going to put the same thing. If you're making that, you are definitely considered a professional because you're doing it full time. You're doing it to provide for your family. Now, that's not a lot of money. If you're making only that, think of ways to spice up your business, to spruce up your content. Do something that where you can now go from a 28 grand a year business to what, a 56 grand a year business. Double it, go to 56 grand if my number's even right. I think they're right, but go to 56, and then after that go to 112. Try to double it every year. But with that being said, have the demeanor of a professional. You're providing a professional service. You're providing something that is to benefit the quality of life of your client. Guys, let's be kind to one another. Let's be respectful to one another. Let's show love and camaraderie within the detailing world. Let's not shut people down. Let's not cast others aside, because when it all comes down to it, we're all trying to make a living. We're all trying to provide for our families and pay our bills, and we're all trying to do that. And the objective, hopefully our objective, is to do it with love, compassion, and kindness. Guys, I know this is supposed to be a video about P&S Bead Maker and how I use it, and it's good. If I wanted to do another coat, yeah, I could. There's a little bit of product still on the towel. I could, wipe it, but, I'm sorry, I kind of went on a tangent, but as I was filming this video, something just came in my mind, and, guys, we are here to provide a service. We are here to help one another, but we are here to help and serve our clients. So, have your integrity, have your boundaries, but make sure that you want to take care of the customer and you have a genuine passion to serve others. Because without a passion to serve others, you're not going to go far in this industry. You're not going to go far, and pretty much you're not going to go far in this world. You can talk about Grant Cardone. Grant Cardone, the big multi-millionaire 10x general, whatever you want to call him. He's rolling around the Rolls Royces. I know his detail. He's a personal friend of mine. But something? He serves people. His objective is to provide a quality service to serve people. Now, you can say, oh, it's Grant Cardone, and, if I have him as my real estate agent or whatever, I've got to follow his guidelines. Well, yeah, he's got guidelines because he's a business, and every business should have guidelines. But when it comes down to it, if we can operate within the confines of our boundaries and we can respect one another, remember, your job is to serve. If you're always concerned about the dollar amount and get the sale, you're going to lower your integrity. You're eventually going to burn bridges, and you're going to hurt others as well as hurt yourself and hurt your name and your reputation. So guys, we're supposed to talk about Bead Maker. It works. I like it. I use it. Worked great on the trim. But I guess I don't know what to title this video now. I'm filming it. Like, do I want to talk about Bead Maker? Or I want to talk about, integrity of business 101? I don't know. But guys, thank you so much to all my subscribers. I do cherish and love you guys. Look, we may disagree on certain things. We may not see eye to eye on certain products or certain processes or certain individuals. But when it all comes down to it, guys, be kind, be loving, be gentle, be warm, be heartfelt with others, show compassion, and be there to help one another. Maybe you want to, on the beginning of this week, you want to challenge yourself to say, you know what, I'm going to go out of my way to serve one person this week. Maybe it's I'm going to give that homeless guy at the stoplight $1 when normally I just ignore him or her. Maybe I'm going to go ahead and offer this. I see, let's get basic, stereotypical. I see an old lady trying to cross the street. Maybe I'm going to go help her out. Just something. Find a way to serve someone, because I've found this out, and I'm not going to get too preachy, but I've found out that I find the greatest joys in life when I'm able to serve others. Love you guys. Have a wonderful week, and yeah, take care.